Hi, welcome back. This is going to be one of the hardest videos that I'm going to be making, but I have decided that I shouldn't hide it anymore because I am proud of who I am. And no, this is not a coming out video. Well, it kind of is, I guess. I recently found out and was confirmed in a dream, because now my guides communicate with me through my dreams, that this was true and accurate. I have all of the symptoms of it as well. So I'll just get right to it. But first, I want to say to the handful of people that know me personally, I know you watch my videos, and you probably are going to say, what? Or you might kind of freak out a little bit, or you might even going around telling people, hey, this person is crazy. And I know one of you know who you are because I know you do that. But I'm actually okay with it now, because once I make this announcement, people will tend to think I'm crazy, but eventually they will know that I am telling the truth. And that's all I've got to say. And to these people also, you know me well enough that I am not crazy. I'm not losing my mind. So keep that in mind too. I recently found out and was confirmed that I am actually a hybrid, a Arcturian hybrid. And actually, my soul father is our Arcturian, Orin. I have channeled him a couple of times. And this was recently that it was confirmed. And in my dream, it was typed out and it asked, or I guess I asked, and you could see it. I asked, is this true that I am a hybrid? And it typed out yes. And then it said, is Orin my father? And then it said yes. And then I woke up. I was like, oh my God. Not only that, before I realized I was a hybrid, I asked a guy, I'm not going to say his name. There's two guys I talk about a lot on this video, and I'm not going to say their names without their permission. But one channels also. He's very spot on, very accurate. And before my dream, I don't remember. Oh no, I asked, who is Orin? Because I feel so connected with Orin. And I don't even know if that's his name. I have came up with it. I'm not sure how. I don't know if he channeled it to me or I just came up with it. I don't know. But I asked this man, who is Orin? And in case you're not recognizing the name, I'll spell it O-R-E-N. And he said, let me kind of like marinate on that and give you the answer later. I'm like, okay. And then he came back later and said, your father. And I didn't put two and two together at that time, and I said, the man who's supposed to be my biological father is actually not my father. My mother had an affair with Orin. And Mom, I know you're watching this video. You watch all my videos, it comes back to me. And yes, you cannot deny it no longer. The military man that you had an affair with, you and him set it up before you both were born. Or before you were born, because he's a soul. At least I think he's a soul. I don't know. That part is confusing me. Also, I know my sister's watching this and she's probably losing her shit. But anyway, he's like, yes, he's your father. And I'm like, I don't even know who my father is. And I think he could be still alive. And I told him, I think he's still alive. That couldn't be. And I didn't think my soul father, because actually that happens. Extraterrestrials do come down and actually mate with humans, and they actually have babies. They're either taken or kept. So yes, it happened. I don't know if he was in, no, he couldn't have been, because I'm a hybrid. He had to have been extraterrestrial form, but he came across as human. And some, not all extraterrestrials can do that. They shapeshift. Do your research before judging. Google it, get books or whatever. But yes, it happens. Some not all, extraterrestrials do shapeshift. And that kind of makes me happy because throughout my journey, when I found out I was starseed, I finally felt that I belonged, and now a hybrid, and I really feel belonged, and I appreciate that, and I'm so grateful for that. There are quite a bit of hybrids on Earth right now. We come here to help Earth and the humans, so I feel pretty special, and I've never felt special or adequate or anything my whole entire life, and that was because of my mom. The symptoms I have are similar to starseeds, but more drastic. I remember being very, very little. I was 5 or younger. I would always clear my throat because of allergies, always, and it would become annoying, and it was embarrassing. And throughout my years, I always thought my boyfriends probably listened to that, my classmates probably listened to that, my co-workers, because it's constant throughout the day, until I met my last husband, and he was like, take allergy pills. Never even thought of it. And now I don't do it as often. Now when allergy season is severe, the pills don't help. But my allergies are year round. And I even my mom's boyfriend that became her husband later threatened to beat my ass because I kept clearing my throat. I was in the floor in the living room trying to go to sleep because my mom had to stay with them in a 1-bedroom apartment that didn't allow kids. Anyway, I kept clearing my throat and I was trying to sleep, and he said if I didn't stop, he was going to beat my ass. And he and my mom had just met. They weren't together very long at all, and she allowed that to happen. Yes, my mom. I have gifts that are pretty strong and getting stronger, and that's another part of me. I see a lot of things in my third eye, which is your mind's eye. They're both the same thing. I see things all the time. I don't know. I mean, I sense spirits around me. I feel them. I hear them. There's other things that I can't even think about. I remember being little and having my friends tell me they couldn't play with me because their parents thought I was weird. And I don't know how I was weird, but okay. But eventually they were allowed to play with me. They figured out that I was a good person, and I collected friends eventually. But that happened more than once. And I still to this day think about it, and I'm like, what made me weird? I don't get it. It had to have been my light or my vibration. I don't know which one. And then this other time in a store, and I'll never forget this because it puzzled me forever. My mom and I were in the checkout line, and it was like Kmart or something, maybe even a grocery store, I can't remember. And we were checking out, and this woman walks by, and she's looking right at us, apparently at me, come to think of it. And she's looking kind of like over our heads, I think. I can't remember that part now. And she just kept saying, oh my God, really loud. And she looked terrified. And she just kept saying, oh my God. And we're both watching her like, what's going on? She goes outside, and there's windows in front of us. From when you walk out, you go to your car. And she's walking by the window, still looking at us, and you can hear her screaming, oh my God. I kind of have a feeling what that may have been now. I think she was able to see spirits also. A lot of my guides, if not all of them, are extraterrestrials, and I'm thinking maybe she saw them and was freaking out. That's the only thing I can come up with. She was very sensitive to that. She was probably a starseed also, if not a hybrid. But I think she saw all of them and was freaking out because I have a lot of them. We all have a lot of guides and angels and all that. But some of us that are either hybrids or starseeds, we have many extraterrestrials as guides. I have angels too. I call in Archangel Michael quite a bit for help. So I just felt him come in. Saying that, I want to say to you, if you have a loved one that has passed, all it takes is the thought of them or their name, and they're there in the blink of an eye. That's all it takes. And they'll come in, and if they know you're sad, they'll comfort you. And then they'll go on their way. Unless they stay for a while and become your guide, and that happens too. So, that's my news. And I'm happy to share it. I've made a video about being a hybrid twice, and I deleted it because of fear of what other people thought. And I'm working on that. We all should work on that. Who cares what people thinks we are? They know me as a person. They like me. If they want to believe they're a fairy, who cares? Who cares? And it may bother me a little bit once it gets back to me that they heard or seen that I'm hybrid and ask questions. I don't care, because I am proud of who I am. And these people will find out I'm telling the truth. And if not while they're alive, they will when they cross on. And that's okay with me. And if you guys in the same boat want to tell somebody something, but you're in fear of what they're going to say, who cares? If they don't like you for both reasons of who you are and who you think you are, then you don't need them in your life, even if they're family. Remember that. I love you guys so much. And I'm going to end this here, and I'm not even going to say subscribe or like anymore. I'm going to leave it completely up to you, because I feel like I push it when I say it, and I don't like doing that. I'm sending you all love, light, and peace. Bye.